Hey guys, what is going on? So I wanted to give a little bit of an update on my Turkesterone / Deload situation. So for those of you who didn't watch my last video, I basically am doing a deload, and this is actually day 7. So my plan was to do 7 days, minimal to no training, and that is what I did. So this is going to be the last day. I should get back to working out tomorrow. And, I didn't know if I was going to do any training or if I was just going to do like light training as opposed to nothing. But over the past 7 days, I have basically remained busy. And so I didn't work out at all. And that was kind of the goal, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. So ideally, you go 1 to 2 weeks off, depending on how long, it's been. And for me, I took it wasn't a fully proper deload last time because I did train in the middle of it one time. But I took a deload recently enough where I think 7 days is probably adequate. It's probably safe to go like 10 days, but I don't want to, spend too much time off while I'm on the Turkesterone. So I have been taking Turkesterone still, and I have been doing my diet and sticking to that the same way. The only difference is that considering I'm not working out twice a day or even once a day over the 7-day period, I haven't like completely cut out carbs because, I still eat like fruits and everything like that. And I just, have carbs in general. I just have taken out with the vertical diet, rice is probably your main carb source. I've taken out the rice and, I have done potatoes and stuff like that, but it's not the same amount of carbs. So basically, that's where I'm at. Did a little bit more walking and no lifting, and my weight, I'm down about 1 pound over the week. So I didn't like gain weight or fat or anything like that, but then also my carbs were down as well. So that's where I'm at in terms of my deload. Now with the Turkesterone thing, like I said, I have been taking it throughout this time, and I have been doing the same dosage and everything like that. So this should last me, several more weeks. I do plan, if it does get restocked, that's kind of why I was considering upping my dose. If it does get restocked, I do want to get more just because I would rather have a longer form of this experiment, or maybe be able to go a couple rounds. And, if this is the last time that I'd be able to get it, or if the previous time was, I want to make sure that, I'm doing everything that I can. So I also did talk about, the cortisol blockers. I know a lot of you guys didn't watch that video, but basically I've been taking, to kind of deload from the stress and everything like that, I've been taking cortisol blockers, which, Derek does sell a cortisol blocker on Gorilla Minds. The one that I'm taking is actually from Chemix. It's the same active ingredient in there. It's just the Gorilla Mind one has a few extra things thrown in there as well. But yeah, I've been taking that. My sleep has been really good. Like I said, my diet has been the same. My diet over the past however long I've been doing this, maybe a month or so, has been pretty much spot on. It's not that I haven't had any like cheat things, but no cheat days, just kind of like maybe a little cheat meal here and there, but I really don't feel the need to cheat. I enjoy the foods that I have, and yeah, my sleep has been really good, probably the best that it's been over this past week in a long time, and then even before that, my sleep was pretty good. So basically, I needed the deload. 7 days seems to be an adequate number, so I'm looking to get back starting tomorrow. And something that I'm going to do is actually test my strength, just because I've been doing bodybuilding, and although I do have a video of me, my most recent, max out, I benched 355. I got it relatively easy, but I wasn't able to get 365 in the future. I do not have enough weights in my home gym to max out. So what I'm going to be doing is doing maybe around 300 pounds, which is about how much I have. I have a little bit more, and I'm just going to be repping it out and seeing, if my strength can progress over, the course of, the rest of the Turkesterone cycle. So with all that being said, my strength is down. I was doing strength work, prior to my deload, and my strength was down. And before you say, after the deload, your strength is going to rise because you had the rest, usually my strength doesn't really get impacted by my training volume. It's more so my training volume gets impacted by my training volume. So my strength usually stays pretty much the same. But if I have been bodybuilding more specifically than doing strength training, I might lose like 20 pounds on my bench, but nothing super drastic. And as far as overhead press, I really haven't maxed out on overhead press for months, and I don't have the ability to do that in my home gym currently. So one final thing that may affect this whole situation is that Where I live, the governor is going to announce on Monday if they are going to be opening up fitness centers again. So I'm guessing they're going to go another like 2 weeks without, maybe even a month, in which case, I really won't have any access to like a legitimate gym over the course of this. So that's another reason why I would like to get another batch of Turkesterone, is because I would like to actually be on it while I'm working out at a real gym, as opposed to my home gym, because there are certain exercises, like I said, overhead press, that I just can't do here. The squatting that I do here is really kind of janky, and it's not really ideal. So I would like to be able to work out, be able to utilize the gym membership that I got just prior to this whole lockdown, and actually take advantage of, those facilities, as opposed to just this little home gym that I have here that is adequate enough. But yeah, I'm going to test my strength. My weight is 220 right now. It was 221 before the deload, so sitting around the same. I've basically been sitting around 220 for the past couple weeks, so I feel like I'm in maintenance. I'm staying, lean enough. I'm not really gaining fat as far as I can tell. So hopefully, like, if we see that, even though I'm going to be focusing on bodybuilding more so than strength training, if we see that my strength numbers go up, if I'm somehow able to hit a bench PR by the end of all this, I think that'll be a really good indication of, what Turkesterone could potentially do, because I have been at a 355 max bench forever. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been several months at least. And yeah, if I can break through that plateau, that would be something cool. If I can gain any more mass, like if I can, have a PR on my lean body mass or something like that, that would obviously be an indicator that maybe it worked. But we'll see what happens. I'll analyze everything at the end of it. But I just want to say that tomorrow I'll be getting back on the workout thing, and I've been taking it this whole time. My diet has been consistently good. So after that break, hopefully I can have a good month plus of just kind of cranking out some good workouts, and hopefully putting on some muscle, and maybe even adding some strength, even though that's not really my main focus. We'll see what happens there. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I will keep you updated, and I'll talk to you soon.